Hello, my fellow human light beings. I hope you are all doing quite well this evening. So, this is another guided interdimensional meditation to repair the universe. So this is something that I just came to learn recently, that the very early Taoists, going back thousands of years, they had two things that they were known to do. The first one was they fought against negative spirits, and the second thing is they repaired the fabric of the universe. And I loved hearing that, because that is the best way to describe, at least from my perspective, what we've been doing in these meditations for the past, how many years have we been doing it? So, I do not know what is coming. I have been communicating off and on. A light being who identified themselves as a Taoist ascended master was teaching me some energy, very simple kind of energy practice. So I'm interested to see where that's going to go. Very simple, very interesting, but who knows where it's going to go. So maybe that being will be here with us tonight as well. So I don't know. I usually babble for a couple minutes. I was a minute or so late. It takes people a little while to show up. We've got a whopping, we got 17 people here. Okay. All right. So, I don't really know what there is to say. Obviously, you can see I'm in a new place. I got to be here for a couple weeks. Then I go back to where I was for another 2 or 3 weeks. And then I'm off to someplace much farther away than here. All right. I'm done babbling. Let's go ahead and get into the meditation. So, if you would please get into your favorite meditative place within your home, and get in your favorite meditative posture, and let us go ahead and get started. Please close your eyes. Inhale very deeply and hold it. And exhale. Once again, inhale very deeply and hold it. And exhale. Once again, inhale and hold the breath. And exhale. Continue breathing long and deep, allowing yourself to relax into the state of oneness, the state of emptiness. Allow yourself to release all of your attachments to who you believe you are, where you believe you are, why you believe you are. Okay, so what I'm seeing now in front of me, I'm seeing blackness, darkness, and then in front of me I'm seeing, looks like swirls of whitish light coming from me. And it's swirling in, from my perspective, clockwise direction, falling into this emptiness. So I'm going to take that as an invitation. So I'm going to just allow my body to completely disappear into this mist of light and allow myself to fall into the energy in front of me, into this blackness. And I believe where we're going is to something like the source. This isn't the exact right phrase, but it's close to this. The source of all things, the beginning of all things. So continue breathing long and deep. We're going to chant the whole breath. Allow this to pull us more deeply down, deep into the essence of things. Inhale and begin chanting with me. Please bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. Again, I'm continuing to see this energy that's swirling, like it's coming from me, swirling into this counterclockwise mist that is disappearing into the void in front of me, just this blackness. And as we were chanting, I felt as though I was passing different races of beings, including passing the mantis beings. So it's almost like these beings were guarding this emptiness that we are currently falling through. And I also got the feeling that they were telling us that where we're going is extremely sacred and special. And so they were happy for us as we were drifting past them. So continuing to dive deeper and deeper into this energy, I keep seeing different colors. Right now, sort of this greenish, greens and blues, as I'm twirling and falling into this blackness. Now I'm seeing a blue energy, like I guess a blue. It's not round. It's not completely round. It's like the shape of an egg, and it's in front of me. And we are dropping into that state, whatever that is. Now I feel like we have reached into this realm, and my experience is I could, there's a floor and there's a light, but there's nothing else around. And there's a very genteel being, very, it's a very refined being, extremely refined. This is a being that has spent millions, billions of years refining their energy. So I keep seeing it's presenting itself in, almost like in Chinese clothing, very elaborate, very regal looking, and very refined energy, very, very pleasing energy. The feeling is very pleasing and very calming and enlightening at the same time. And so we have a meeting with this being. So I'm going to take a moment to see what I can understand about what's going on here. Okay, so quite a few more of these beings have appeared. And the message I got is, we want to show you where you came from. So I'm not sure exactly what that means. And now they are backing away and creating a space in between them for us to walk through. And now I'm seeing the energy of a red, not a deep dark red, but it's more of a refined red color. And we're moving into that energy. Colors keep changing from blues and reds and very pleasing looking, like they're the inside of abalone shells or something, but with these colors. So we're moving more deeply into this energy. Give me a moment to see what's happening next. So we're going to show you why you came into being and who you are. So of course I say thank you, yes. And off in the distance I'm seeing now a pearl of light. It looks very much like a pearl. And I'm just looking at this pearl way off in the distance, billions of light years away. And now I feel the pull to come towards it. This is a very, the energies from the beginning have been very subtle. So I really have to pay attention, because this isn't big flashy presentations of energy as they have been in the past. It's very subtle and very smooth. I can feel more of this very beautiful energy. And we're now moving closer and closer towards what was a pearl, but now it's moving and there's energy coming off of it. Almost like its essence is coming off of it, almost like it's like a uh, a ball of very fine soap in water, and the energy's coming off. And so I just got hit with energy that's an accurate representation. So I'm letting this energy come through me, and what is happening now? Nothing, they say. Just stay here and experience this. So this pearlescent energy that's now sort of swirling towards me into my third eye, coming into my brain and flowing around my pineal, moving into my whole brain, this energy. I'm feeling very strong energies hitting me, wondering what this has to do with where we came from. I'm sure we'll find out. Told be patient. Again, this is very different energy, very subtle. And now I'm seeing a pinpoint of light. It's way off in the distance, just a small pinpoint of light, surrounded by blackness. And this has something to do with the yin and the yang. I believe what I'm seeing is the connection between the source of the one and the very fluid connection it has with the two, which we perceive as yin and yang. So this is a fluid, dynamic connection. So there isn't a break between them. Okay, so now that seems to be what this seemingly Taoist being is trying to show us. Yeah, so the difference between this and other experiences I've seen, like a deck of cards, and each card is a slide of a manifested reality and time, and there's a flow. There's no disconnect between this point of light and it flowing into the yin and the yang. Yeah, it's all connected. It's all one essence. Okay, so let's see, what else needs to happen here? What else are we doing? Okay, we're going to show you why you came into existence. All right? I would be honored to see that. I don't know what to expect. Now I see this point of light. Now it's very strangely enough, it is slicing in half and it's breaking apart. Like somebody chopped it in half. But there's still a connection to something much deeper that doesn't have a color. Deep into the blackness. It's not empty, but I'm not visually seeing anything. Okay, so what else is happening here? Okay, so I'm going to have to quiet myself down a little bit so I can see more deeply, so give me a moment. Okay, so I'm feeling the energy more strongly, and I've been shown that I was expecting something, and that expectation was blocking me from perceiving what was there. And what I really became aware of was the fear of letting go of my experience of awareness, because there is nothing there. To go deeper, I'd have to completely allow any sense of identity to disintegrate. So I don't know if I can do that and keep leading the meditation, but I'll try. Now I hear we're going to show you why you came into being. Okay, so we're in the state of the true emptiness before the void. So we're going to find out why I suppose anything comes into being out of this emptiness. That's very interesting. So, what I was told was, you're going to see why you came into existence and you're not going to like it. So that's okay, I've been told that before. And what I saw was exactly what I was describing, was that out of this dark emptiness there was that consciousness is actually whatever is before consciousness. The energy decides that it's not comfortable, and so it rejects being in emptiness, and as a result it is flung out. So it was sort of like it's like awakening from an unpleasant dream, although that's not what this is. In order to have a separate consciousness, there has to be an experience of discomfort with the void. And I'm being reminded of a dream that I had. It was a very real dream. It wasn't like a normal dream. It was, I had left this reality and I had gone somewhere that was so dark. I didn't remember anything that happened there. I remembered waking up, and as I was waking up I was saying things like, help me, I can't get out, something like that. And then I remember waking up, but I don't remember where I came from. And it was so intense. It was such an intense, bizarre, uncomfortable experience that I walked around the house trying to figure it out. That was a long time ago. So I'm being shown that that's what the first awakening is. So give me a few moments. Again, this is a very rather unpleasant message. So let's see what else am I getting here. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that this being is refined, has such a gentle, refined energy, because I want to say she is seeking to seamlessly connect to this deepest emptiness without any resistance. And the end result is that she has a smoothness and an elegance and a refined purity. I've never felt it in any other being before. And so I'm getting the sense this is the being from which the being we know as Kuan Yin came from. This isn't Kuan Yin, this is the being that awakened Kuan Yin. So Kuan Yin was actually a man that used his shamanic powers to transform himself into a woman. So there's some symbolism there. And I heard that was the attempt of understanding and merging with yin and yang. What else? So I'm being shown that we're now heading back. So there's been a very long existence of sort of being spat out of the void, and now we're making our way back. So we have to learn how to condense all of this power. We're coming back. We're not going back to where we came from. We are coming back, but we have more power. And what is going to happen is when we go back into the void, that power will be refined even more deeply. So this is an ongoing pattern where consciousness comes out of the void and then returns, and comes out of it and returns. So I'm trying to understand why we are here. So consciousness is seeking to know itself, to have awareness, while eventually having awareness while also having the benefits of non-awareness. This is a state that hasn't been achieved, and this is what consciousness is seeking to do. So my job is to help guide consciousness back to this fluid state of empty/non-emptiness. So I'm hearing more things about myself in this way, and my role, helping to guide consciousness back through this loop, is what I heard. Yes, and many more very grandiose things. So really getting in touch with the deepest part of my divinity. All of those phrases we hear of I am one, I am God, I am all things. This is the essence of what I'm being pulled back into. The energy is increasing. And then the question is being asked, are you ready to dissolve your identity? And so I say yes to every question I'm asked, so I'm going to say yes. And I heard it won't be pleasant. Are you still prepared? And I'm still going to say yes. And then I heard, we will pull you towards this and you will know who you are when the time is right. For now, we will release you back into your world of forms and things. And it's very important that you have fun and experience. Because in the void there is no experience as you understand it. Your reason for being here is to have as many experiences as possible. You cannot avoid experience. People today are seeking to hide from experience. They are being hypnotized into believing they should deny their experience. But experience is why you have manifested. And if you resist experience, then experience will force itself upon you, which will be very unpleasant. If you actively seek experience, then you will be able to control the type of experiences you have. And Michael is going to tell you about how to activate and select your personal experiences, how to focus your talisman, meaning your physical body and your mind, to project the source of light through you, which will project onto the screen of your experience. And if you refine your internal nature, the projection that you project onto your world will be pleasant and beautiful. If you do not seek to open yourself up to this, and if you do not seek to refine your internal experience, then you will project a chaotic, malformed reality which you will not enjoy. So take responsibility for your coming into existence and take full advantage of the playground that you can create. And now I'm getting the sense they're going to slowly let us come back into our reality. So that's what I see happening, is we're sort of pulling back. And we're passing by all of the guardians, all of the different races of entities that guard different levels of this pathway, which we might call dimensions, portals. Okay, I find myself back into this room we started in where it's pitch black, but I see a floor when there's a light. And I'm going to stand in this light and I'm seeing like a mist go through me. I'm not sure what the mist is doing. Something preparing us to go back into the world of forms and names. It will give us the ability to retain the awareness. You're going to experience a dichotomy of understanding, which, if you struggle with it, will be unpleasant. But if you remain fluid, you can be in multiple realities at once. And this is your next natural state, to be in multiple projections, multiple illusions at the same time, refining each of those experiences. You're going to know truths that have eluded you before you understand the biggest truth of all. And if these beings laughed, they would be laughing. They don't cackle and laugh. But there's sort of that feeling. And it's coming from the awareness of knowing from experience what it's like to go through what we're about to experience in our worlds. Nothing's going to be the same. Relax and be flexible. Your world is going to shift. And in order to survive, you have to be flexible and have a light touch. Don't touch the world too harshly. Have a light touch on your reality. Do not attach. Move, flow, and dance. Allow the energy that is being projected through you to simultaneously guide you to your next destination. Remember that desire is a movement of energy that pulls you along the string of your path. I want to say that again. Desire is the movement that pulls you along the string of your path, I believe is what I said. Okay, they say we want to show you more, but you've reached your capacity, so we're going to fade away now. And so slowly allow yourself to come back, like a magnet is pulling you back into your body. Keep your eyes closed. Keeping your eyes closed. Feel your physical body. Inhale very deeply. And exhale. What you've done in this meditation is a very high accomplishment, I just heard. Inhale again. And exhale. What you've experienced, very few people have experienced without having to leave their physical body behind, meaning die. So whatever this was pretty profound. Inhale again. hold on to yourself. Don't let go. Carry your identity very lightly. Don't hold on to your identity, but you need it in order to be here. Okay, so do me a favor, rub your hands together. Before we go, let us bow to this beautiful Taoist being who has guided us here. So I bow to this being in reverence. And we're being asked if we would like to have this being work with us. So she's offering to be a guide for us. So I, of course, am going to say yes, please. And tell her how much I appreciate the quality of her energy. And she says, you can come home with me if you wish. And laughs. Okay, I bow to this being, thank you. Okay, rub the palms of your hands together. Be grateful for being back in your physical body. Place your palms over your eyes. Feel the heat on your eyes. Inhale very deeply. Exhale into the earth. Inhale very deeply. Exhale into the earth. One last time, inhale. Exhale into the earth. Rub your eyes, face, scalp, neck. All right. Yeah, not a whole lot to say. Yeah, not a whole lot to say. So I'm just going to end it there. And you guys know what to do and where to go. Don't do anything too intense for the rest of the day. Yeah, I'm going to stop talking now. All right. I will see you guys all very soon. Please take very good care of yourselves.